All right, everyone, it's that time. We are going to go ahead and get our virtual farm tours kicked off. Welcome, welcome. I see a lot of piggy hats, and that's what we love to see here. Thank you all of your classrooms from across the state for joining us today for our virtual farm tours to a Kansas pig farm. We are so excited to be at Michael and Christy's farm today. You're going to meet them in a second. You're going to get a tour of the outside and the inside of their pig barns. I see some waves. Hello, hello. My name's Jody, and I work with the Kansas. Oh, hey, Christy. I work with the Kansas Pork Association, and I'll be your moderator today. So if you have any problems with technology or you just have a question, please just use that chat function. You can even unmute if that's easier for you, whatever is the best. We actually have 20 classrooms signed up for today. And as of right now, we have 18 of those with us. So that's really, really cool to see. We're so excited that you guys wanted to be on the farm today. You know, we have a few people to thank for making this possible. First and foremost, Kansas Pork Association and our Kansas pig farmers, Michael and Christy at Springer's Family Foods. Of course, they're little piggies who are letting us come into their barn today and hang out with them for a little bit. All of the teachers and classrooms and schools that allow you guys to join us at the farm today. And of course, Kansas Soybean, which partners with us every year to make this possible. Jancy is on the backside helping with technology. Like I said, if you have any problems, she is here to help us. She also makes this program possible by supporting this effort and this outreach. And lastly, we can't forget Cindy from Kansas Pork Association. She's our Director of Communications. Those of you who met her previously or emailed with her back and forth, she's the one that sends the invite. She sends you all those really cool packets of the pig hats and the activities. So thank you, Cindy, for everything today. So now it's time to introduce each of you that are here today with us, each of the classrooms. If you can, when I call out your classrooms' names, farmers love to hear from you guys and see you guys. Give us a big wave so we know which classroom is you. First is Ms. Wolof's class at Fort Scott Christian Heights. Ms. Alonso's class at Circle Oil Hill Elementary. Ms. Briggs' class at Satana Grade School. Miss DeWeese's class at Skyline. Miss Mumpower and Miller's class from Wabunsie Elementary School.
Wow.
Ricky's class from Boone Central Elementary. Miss Sperber's class from Omega Elementary. Miss Ingles' class from Southwest Elementary. Oh, and we have Miss Jacobson's class from Southwest Elementaries also. Miss Wilkins' class from Rural Central Elementary. Miss Link's class from Atchison County Community Elementary. Miss Stroop's class from Horton Elementary School.
Wow, that's you guys. That's yes.
From Southwest Elementary School. Miss Oh, I'm so sorry. Miss Wright's class from Altoona Midway Elementary.
Oh, Altoona.
Miss Villa's class from Cottonwood Elementary School. Miss Livermore's class from Jeannie Wilson Elementary School. Miss Huser's class from Victoria Elementary School. And Miss Henningson's class from Wilson Elementary School. Welcome everyone to the farm. It is so great to have you all. Yeah. Now that we all know each other, Michael and Christy, you want to say hi one more time?
Hey, everybody. We're so glad you're here.
Yeah. So let's give everyone a tour of the outside of your farm. Let's let your boys give everyone the tour of the outside of the farm so you guys can get a feel of what all happens on the farm. And then we're going to go to live talking back and forth with Christy. Let's do it now.
It has to be quiet because they're talking kind of.
If you guys have any trouble with this audio, please message us in. We're going to go ahead and play this video.
Hey guys, I'm Harper. Have you ever been to a farm before? I've seen barns from the road, but that's about it. That's why I've decided to visit one to get the real scoop. Cooper and Mason invited me to their family pig farm in Sycamore, Kansas. They're gonna give me a tour of the farm, teach me about how they raise pigs, and even let me hold a piglet. I can't wait. Did you know that there are over 1,000 pig farms in Kansas? Farmers take good care of their pigs so that we can have pork in our grocery stores. Pork is a meat that comes from pigs. Let's go see how farmers raise their pigs. Come on!
We're here at Springer Family Farm in Sycamore, Kansas with Cooper and Mason. Their family raises corn, soybeans, and lots of pigs. Hey guys, what's it like to take care of pigs?
I love working with pigs because they are very easy to work with.
We give pigs the best possible care that they need so we can feed our community and yours.
Where do your pigs live?
Our pigs live in barns.
Piglets and sows live in fairing houses. The piglets are the baby pigs and the sows are their mothers. The fairing house is a barn where moms have their babies. It's just like a delivery room at a hospital.
Can we go see some piglets?
Sure, let's go.
Pigs give birth to babies in groups. That's called a litter. Usually there's 12 piglets in a litter. They each weigh 2 to 3 pounds when they're born. Pigs start walking as soon as they're born. They grow really fast, which means they nurse at least once every hour. We make sure moms get really good food and water so that they can have enough milk for their babies. Sow's milk provides the babies with all the nutrients they need until they're about 3 weeks old.
So what happens next?
The piglets get weaned.
What does weaned mean?
Wean means that they'll stop drinking milk from their mama and start eating food. The sows go back to their own barns where they can wait until they have another litter of pigs. Then the baby piglets go on to the ham tram to the nursery.
Would you like to go see some piglets now?
Absolutely, let's go.
Cooper told me when pigs move into the nursery that they're about 3 weeks old and weigh 15 to 20 pounds. That's like lifting 2 gallons of milk. They keep the barn nice and warm so that they're comfortable. They use computer technology to control the temperature, just like you use in your house.
So now that they don't drink milk, what do you feed the pigs?
Let's go take a look.
So we are at the feed mill. The feed mill is a place where other crops like wheat and corn and soybeans will be harvested on the pig feed. This whole entire field of corn will be harvested with a combine, put into one of the big semi-trailers, and be hauled to another one of these grinding places, or even this one. After it's grinded up, it will go into the feed truck, will be hauled to this farm over here and other surrounding farms.
I was shocked to find out pigs like vegetables, including corn. Now, they don't eat corn on the cob like you and me. They eat a different kind of corn called field corn. Field corn kernels are smashed into small pieces that are easy to eat and digest. Basically, a farmer will plant a corn seed that will grow into an ear of corn. These are harvested in the fall. When corn is harvested, a combine harvests the corn. As a corn cob goes in, single corn kernels come out. Those kernels are smashed up through rollers and added to the pig feed along with other ingredients like soybean meal and other nutrients. Did you know farmers plant their crops in acres? 1 acre is the same size as a football field. In Kansas, corn is one of the top produced crops. Farmers plant more than 5 million acres of corn. That's a lot of football fields. Our harvest is so big that it could fill 10,000 swimming pools. Here's a fun fact. Corn can also be used to make ethanol fuel for our cars. When corn is used to make ethanol fuel, some of it is left over. We call those distiller grains. Distiller grains actually make a great treat for pigs and can still be used in their food. All in all, 39% of corn planted in the United States is made into fuel or made into feed for our animals like pigs. Nutritionists agree pigs like corn because it provides them protein and energy to be happy and healthy. Pig food is stored in bins to keep it fresh. It travels through a long tube right into the pig's feeder to keep it nice and full at all times.
Yum.
They also have a drinking fountain for clean, fresh water. After eating all those vegetables, they grow up fast. At 8 weeks old, pigs weigh about 40 to 60 pounds. That's the same weight as 4 bowling balls. As they get bigger, they move to a finishing barn where they have more room to move around. Pigs live in the finishing barn until it's time to go to market. They'll be 6 months old and weigh 280 pounds when they go to market.
So guys, how long has your family been raising pigs?
We've been raising pigs for 70 years. My great-granddad used to raise them outside back in the old days. Now with all this awesome technology, our pigs live in high-tech barns with fans and misters to stay cool in the summer and heaters to stay warm in the winter.
Before I toured your farm, I thought pigs just laid around in the mud all day.
They do spend a lot of time sitting and relaxing, but they also eat and drink and play in their pens too. I love watching pigs grow up and play in their pens.
Thanks so much for giving us a tour of the farm. I really enjoyed getting to meet your family, learning about pigs, sows, and the life of a pig.
Sure, no problem.
Anytime. Have a porktastic day.
All right, what a cool farm tour. And now we get to talk to some real live farmers. All right, guys, introduce yourself and tell us what we're looking at. Oh, Cindy. There you go. We did a little flip there.
Oops.
All right, I think we're ready to go. Rock and roll, Michael.
Good morning. So you
Hey.
found a red one.
I did. Isn't he cute? I
Yeah.
call these Freddie Flintstone pigs.
Right.
Yeah. Does everybody know who Freddie Flintstone is? That cartoon was popular when I was little. So anyway, I call him Freddie Flintstone because he's got like red spots, but it's because their mamas are white and their daddies are Durocs, and Durocs are a red pig. And so the red kind of comes out a little bit. But most of our pigs are mostly white or pinkish.
So I'm Michael and this is Christy.
See?
And we're here at the pig farm right next to our house in the nursery. So we're here with 510 other little porkers, and we're going to talk to you today about pig farming.
So these piggies are 4 weeks old. So they were born about a month ago. And so when pigs are born, they weigh about 3 pounds. And when they go to market, they weigh 300 pounds. So by the time they're born, okay, 3 pounds. And then when we send them to market, they're only 6 months of age and they gain 297 pounds. So anyway, and we do that all through feed. And so we will show you what the feed looks like. So when we first bring them into the nursery barn, well, for the first 3 weeks of their life, they're with their mama and they're drinking their mama's milk. And then we wean them to pellets. And the pellets are kind of like cereal. It's a little bit sweeter than just, plain old grain stuff. And they really like that. And then we move them into the feed. And while the pigs are on our farm, they're actually on 16 different types of, we make 16 different types of feed on our farm. So, but their feed, why don't you tell them what's in the feed? Like, what's it made out of?
So the pigs eat corn, soybeans, and vitamins and minerals. So,
What the feed looks like. You want to see the feed? You show them what the feed looks like.
he's going to eat.
Oh.
So the soybeans come from our farm, and we raise corn, soybeans on our farm, take it to our feed mill, grind it up into this powdery form, and then feed it back to our pigs, mixed with vitamins and minerals. So this is what the pigs eat. They really like it. So do you know how much food a pig eats in their life? Remember, Christy said they'll gain 297 pounds from the time they're born till the time he wants that time.
So I was going to show them. These are what the pellets look like that we first get them. There were a few left by the feeder over there. But see how they're a little bit bigger and they're a little bit sweeter. Here. Oh, why don't you show them how you eat instead of grunting? Oh.
He's gonna sneak it in.
Yeah.
He really would like chocolate covered.
I'm all like, oh.
So a pig will eat 650 pounds of feed from the time they're born until the time they go to market. So at our feed mill, we make over 1 million pounds of feed every week to feed our pigs.
So what will that feel? Like, give them an idea, like what 1 million pounds of feed looks like.
That is
it like a semi-load, like
yep, a semi-load's
like a simmer
100.
you see on the highway?
Yeah, that's right. So you're making me think now. So
Maybe you actually want a math question?
Hey, Christy, why don't you tell us about the floors
Sorry.
Stop me dead.
while Michael does math?
Sorry. I can't hear. What? Sorry.
I said, why don't you tell us about the floors while Michael does math in his
Yes,
head?
okay. No, okay. So these floors are called slatted floors. So, anyway, so what goes in must come out. So like this feed and this water, just like you go to the bathroom, the pigs go to the bathroom. Now, pigs get a bad rap because, everyone thinks pigs are slobs and messy, but they actually keep their pens really neat. So they will kind of potty and do their business on one end of the pen, and so that the rest of the pen stays clean. So, and the reason like pigs like mud, and pigs that are raised outside, they like mud because pigs don't sweat. So they roll in the mud to cool off. But, I'm going to show you what their waterers look like. Because like we said, what goes in must come out, right? So we'll go over and check out the waterers. Are you coming?
yeah.
Okay. All right. And I got piggies that really like how I taste.
I think your feet smell good.
I know. All right. So you tell them about these.
So this is where the pigs get their water. So I was trying to get the pig.
I'm sure you would.
So this is what the pigs drink out of. So they have fresh water available all the time. So they'll walk up, put this in their mouth and get a drink. So then they also like to play with these. They hang on a chain. They play them, hit their neighbor, get their wives.
Those start out really low, and as they grow, we raise them up so that it's easy for them to get water, because pigs like humans need lots of water to survive. But they pretty much have a 24/7 water and feed buffet going on here in their pens.
So remember that feed question? Yeah. So we would make like 25 semi-loads of feed every week.
Wow.
I actually thought it'd be more than that.
Oh,
so,
okay. Okay.
but
Well,
yeah.
tell them about where, what goes in and what must come out.
So-
Okay,
so
what
the-
happens to it after it drops down below?
we collect the pee and the poop down the pit, and then we pipe it out to our lagoons, and then we pump it out of their lagoons onto our field for fertilizer for next year's crop. So it's kind of like recycling. So we harvest the corn, feed it to the pigs poop it out, then we pipe it out to the lagoon, pump it back on the field for fertilizer.
So farmers are like the original recyclers, pretty much.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, guys. You guys ready for some questions from the classrooms?
You betcha.
All right. Well, Skyline messaged in and said, how many pigs are born on your farm each year?
Each year?
Oh, wow. About 100,000,
Wow.
maybe 105.
So how many are born per week? Oh, here's a math question for him.
Oh, now you're
If-
checking my math.
Okay.
You're doing that
So
again.
if 1,500 pigs are born a week, right? Times 52 weeks. Is that?
No, we have more than that born.
Oh, okay.
We'd have like 2,000. We'd have like
Oh,
over 2,000 pigs a week born.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my math is off.
That is a lot of pigs. As you
Yeah.
guys can see, Jancy just messaged everyone and said if you have some questions, we do have some classrooms that messaged in questions previously.
Yeah.
I've got a list of that right now, and I'll be kind of running down that list. But
Okay.
if you guys have some last minute questions that students, after seeing the video, would like to ask teachers, go ahead and type that into our group chat. and we will get to those. So I'm gonna start with some questions. Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
All right, Miss
Michael's
Wilkie
ready.
class. I'm gonna ask the same question that we did last time. Are pigs really the smartest animals?
Well, they're pretty clever. So I think that's probably right. They're pretty good at outsmarting humans. Like I just found a gate open earlier. I don't know how they did that, but they're a very smart animal. They're very clean animals also. So they will do all their business, all their peeing and pooping in one corner and keep the rest of the pen clean to eat. They're also very good at figuring out how to, if you have what's that sound? Somebody's got a drum in here.
Oh, it does sound like it, doesn't it? I don't know. I don't hold us
We can't hear it. We don't know what you're talking about.
Playing with something.
Oh,
They figured out how to entertain themselves today.
Yeah.
So no, pigs are very animals. I don't know how you prove, but sometimes I think they're smarter than humans.
yes. All right. Miss Alonso's class wants to know, why are pigs different colors?
Oh, there you go.
Well, pigs are different colors. Well, most pigs are white. Most mama pigs are white. And like our pigs are white, and some of the red spots come from the daddies. So it depends on what breed of pigs they are, of what color of skin they have. But there are several. The most common colors in pigs are white, red, and black. But usually all pigs have some white on them because they have some lineage back to a white female.
Well, they're kind of pinkish.
Pale pinkish, yeah.
Yeah, it's because of their hair, their skin, but their skin's pink and their hair's kind of.
The hair's kind of white, or really just doesn't have a lot of color. These pigs really like
They
us.
really like our food. So, yeah.
Okay, well, we've got another great question from Miss Wright's class, and then I'm gonna get to some of these that are in the chat here. Why do pigs need or like mud?
Oh, well, yeah, that's a good question. So, they need and like mud, and because they use it to cool off. Because pigs do not sweat like humans do, and so they need to find a way to cool off. So, like in our barns, because we raise our hogs inside, some people raise their hogs outside, and that's either way is great, because farmers' job is to feed the world, and we're going to feed the world any way we can. But so the pigs that are raised outside, they use the mud to cool off. And in our barns, we have what we call misters, which just it's like going like little sprinklers. So they are on timers, and when it's really hot out, they go off and on all summer long. Or we have the fans open in the finishing barns. Now this is a nursery barn, and when the pigs are little, they like it warm. So it's about 81 degrees in here, and that's what the pigs love in here. So you'll notice that we don't have any misters going, but but they do in the finishing barns will have misters. So they got their own sprinkler system.
So
Yeah.
their optimal temperature when they're born is 95 degrees, and when they're market size, it's 60.
Yeah, I'm glad you answered that, because that was one of the questions. Good jobs. Way to go. All right, I got another question. Where do the pigs sleep?
Well, the pigs sleep in the clean part of their pen. So, we talked about how they use one end or one corner to kind of use the bathroom, and then they kind of just lay around the pen. And that term hog pile? Well, if Cindy's probably showing you now on the camera, but they love to pile up and sleep next to each other.
Yeah, they sure do. Thanks,
They're
Cindy.
all resting. Yeah. We've worn them out this morning. The camera that, being movie stars just makes them so tired. So they're all it's gotten kind of quiet in here, then they're all napping.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got a question, and I think we can answer this two ways. So the question is, how long do pigs typically live? So let's answer one question like that, and then let's also talk about how long is it before they go to market on your farm.
Okay.
So, a pig, I'm going to start with the market question. So a pig that goes to market will live 6 to 7 months of age when it goes to market. So, they're going to weigh between 280 and 300 pounds. So the average life of a sow or a boar, a mama or a daddy pig, would be 2 to 3 years would be how old they'd be until they don't live any longer.
Yeah, very good. So then how many, or if any, do you keep back from these litters to stay on your farm?
Well, we keep about 50 head a week back for new replacement females in our herd. They don't actually come out of this barn. They come out of a special farm where the pigs are all white, where we're selecting for, we select gilts from litters whose mothers and grandmothers were good performers on our farm that raised good litters and had lots of pigs and did a good job raising their pigs.
Oh, that question was Miss Ferber's class, so her 3rd grade class. Sorry for not saying that. We have another question come in. Do pigs have hair?
Yes. Yeah, it's actually really hard to see. I mean, it's easy to see, but when it's just hair, it doesn't have any color. They make paintbrushes out of pig hair.
Can you see the hair standing up there?
Oh, we can kind of see it now. Great job, camera team. Great job, Cindy. Good job. Thanks for showing us that. Yeah. That's
So
awesome.
yeah, that kind of leads us into, go ahead. Into what all is made from.
Yeah, do you
pigs.
guys know what all comes from pigs? So, obviously bacon and pork chops and ham and pepperoni and sausage, all those good things. But also they use pigs for make makeup, paintbrushes, footballs. Also pigs are used, organs from pigs are used in human health, like heart valves and kidneys. And so pigs and humans are actually very, very similar animals. They think that they smell better than humans.
What do you think, Michael?
I have 2 teenagers. I will go to the question.
Here's an interesting question from Miss Wilson, Garden City. Can humans drink pig milk?
I guess I don't know. I do not know the answer to that question. But I will tell you that one of the reasons compared to other animals, and one of the reasons that milk from pigs is probably not collected for human consumption is because it's in the whole scope of things. Pigs don't make a lot of milk like goats and cows and stuff do. So it's the quantity is an issue. And a pig, a lot of these mamas, like a Holstein cow will make way more milk than their calf can drink. These piglets, some of these sows, they'll have 14 to 20 piglets, and they make all the milk that those piglets can drink.
Wow. That's crazy. That is really crazy.
One brings up something is that pigs are one of the only animals that you can actually foster onto another mama sow. So let's say a mama sow, she's only gotten a certain number of teats that they can drink out of. If she can't supply all her piglets enough milk, we can foster a couple, some piglets onto another mama sow, and that mama sow will take care of those piglets so they get enough milk.
I mean, after you've got like 10 kids, what's 4 more, right?
Ooh,
That's never been a thought that crossed my mind, Michael. So moving right along, I want to talk a little bit more about why are your pigs mostly pink and like the genetics that make that happen.
So they're mostly pink because their mamas are white Their mamas are landrace Yorkshire cross. Their daddies are red, but the white seems to be the prominent color of the pigs. And so 98% of the pigs in the United States are white. And there's even Duroc boars that are white. So it's white's kind of the preferred color of pigs. And it's because in the meat, you don't get any, you get a nice even coloring of the meat in the meat case.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. That is perfect. So we've got a couple more questions, but we'll need to wrap up soon. So let's see if we can get to a couple more questions and then wrap up so no one's running late in the classrooms. Remind us again, how many pigs live on your farm every year?
We have about 45,000 pigs. There's 510 in this building. And these pigs will live here in this nursery for about 7 weeks, and then they go to finishing.
Yeah, that's a lot. How heavy is the heaviest pig that you've ever had at your farm?
Oh, I'm sure we've had some sows and boars that have been well over 700 pounds.
Wow. I bet that hurts if they step on your toe.
Yeah, you probably say something you shouldn't.
All right, everyone. I think we need to begin wrapping up. And what that looks like is us telling you, thank you so much for making time to join us on the farm today. Thank you, your teachers, your schools. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, cute little piggies. And I think if we can, because Michael and Christy kind of can't see you guys really well, how about all the teachers unmute and tell the teachers bye, if we can kind of hear you guys say bye and wave a little bit, and then we will wrap up. Have a great day, everyone, and thanks for coming to the farm.
Have a hogsome day.
Thank you.
You guys are all welcome.
Go eat some bacon.
Say thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Did you wait? Did you wait? Oh my God, I'm full of
Bye, Circle Oil Hill. Thank you. Bye, Fort Scott.